Hey guys, Daniel Master 87 here. Back in Dead by Daylight finally after like a month-long break. Sorry about that, but as you may have noticed, even after they supposedly fixed the lag and stuttering issues that came with the Resident Evil chapter, there was still like so much wrong with that. If you dead-hearted or used any exhaustion perk, really, it would lag, and then throughout the match, it might occasionally lag. I wasn't gonna upload that crap. But, and this may be unbelievable because this is Dead by Daylight we're talking about, I think they actually fixed the stuttering and the lag this time. So this is the Hellraiser chapter. Which came out, it was teased like a week or two back, and now it's out. So we've got Pinhead here. He's a 115% killer, 32 meter terror radius, pretty standard. Let's go over his ability. Summons of Pain. Basically, he's like a multi-ability killer. Passively over time, the survivors will have like these chains around their portrait, and whenever that meter fills all the way up, then they start getting attacked by chains, and they have to press R1 or whatever your controls are mapped to in order to get them off. And so that can actually be very helpful in catching up to them. It'll get you hits and stuff like that all the time. On top of that, Pinhead can go into like a first person type of view and then shoot a chain out at you. And then when it hits you, it summons like 3 more chains to get you stuck and hopefully get him a hit. Now, in the grand scheme of Dead by Daylight, that's not even that strong. Like, you might be better off just playing Clown or Nurse. But it is what it is, a new killer's a new killer. And, you might be wondering, well, whenever the survivor's hook meter goes up all the way, the chain hunts begin, how do you get rid of all that? Well, there's a box on the map, and for some reason, survivors can see its aura as soon as it spawns. They can see the aura from across the freaking map, which is a terrible design decision if you ask me, although there's a lot of poor design decisions with this killer. But he's still got lots of potential. Whenever Pinhead finds someone with the box, whether he downs them while they're holding it or he just finds it on the ground and picks it up, then he puts he gets to use his ability, which is he makes everyone scream, and then they have a chain hunt started on them. And the chain hunts, I haven't put that name on it yet, I've just been explaining it this whole time. It's basically where the little blue portals or gateways open and they start shooting chains at you, and you can dodge them pretty easily unless you're like trying to work on a gin or something. Then it's a bit more intrusive on what you're trying to do as Survivor. Is there anything else I'm missing about his power? Oh yeah. Survivors can solve the puzzle box, the lament configuration, in order to get rid of the chain hunt meters on everyone. But when they start doing that, it allows Pinhead to teleport to them and interrupt them. Although I don't see there being any point in that, because whether you teleport to the survivor or whether you let them finish solving it, the chain hunts are gonna get reset down to 0. So it's kind of pointless, don't you think? And this is another problem with this killer. You can pretty much pick up the box as Survivor and you'll have minimal downside, like the chains will start targeting you, but for everyone else, their chains won't be affecting them because you holding onto the box pauses their entire chain hunt meters. So you either have to go after that person as killer, or you just can't do anything. So the devs didn't learn their lesson with the whole twins ordeal where you could hold Victor hostage. But anyway, let's go into some gameplay of him. Although maybe I should explain the perks first. Sure, we'll use all three. I've already got this code as adept, by the way. Yay me. Hex plaything. Another hex, right? And hexes are usually bad, but this one's pretty okay. Whenever you hook a survivor for the first time, the survivor will have a hex spawn on a dull totem or whatever, and then when they get off the hook, then they'll be oblivious to you until they find and destroy their totem. The special thing about this totem is its aura will be revealed to you within 20 meters, which I think is kind of weird, honestly. Like, does it need that downside? But for the first 90 seconds, only the survivor who's being cursed by that hex can cleanse the totem. So it'll literally be like, if you want to break someone else's hex plaything, then you can't, because it'll have like this corrupt intervention or hex blood favor type thing that's blocking the totem. So that specific person has to go and find their totem and destroy it. And I have a feeling this thing's gonna have some synergy with Hex Retribution and Haunted Grounds and all that good stuff. So his next perk is Deadlock. And this might be a new meta perk, it might not. Basically, the entity will block the generator with the most progress for 25 seconds after another generator has been completed. So imagine two gens are about to pop right at the start, but if one of them pops, the other one gets blocked. And that's also information, because you can see that it's blocked, so you can go over there, wait the 25 seconds, and get a pop or something on it. And then Scourge Hook. This is probably the first in a new type of perk. Scourge Hook, Gift of Pain. So in the future there will probably be Scourge Hook, something else. But at the start of the trial, 4 random hooks are changed into Scourge Hooks, and you can see which ones are which. And when you hook someone on one of these hooks, then the survivor will suffer from hemorrhage and mangled, which is the sloppy butcher effect, until they are fully healed. And then the first time that survivor is healed, they will suffer an 8% penalty to healing and repairing until injured again. So I don't know how effective this perk is really. It almost seems like a non-factor to me, especially if you're not putting someone on a Scourge Hook like every single time. Honestly, yeah, I'll use this perk. And these add-ons are just going to be using some browns, the Crease, Summon of Pain's cooldown after you possess a chain, which is the first person mode. Moderately increases the speed at which chain hunts activate. So by default the chain hunt meters are going to start going up faster, I think. And this is a brown, this is an actually well done brown add-on. Because if it was any other killer, this would be slightly increased, I'm guessing. But yeah, I know I say, oh, I'm not really gonna play killers until I've got decent perks on them. But I think this is fine considering the 2 matches I've played with this guy, 2 or 3 matches, I think both of them have been 4Ks. Due to the inexperience of the survivors, mind you, because they had a lot of room for improvement, I'd say. But we're also going to be using pop, which makes us even stronger. It's still a pity that at tier 3 pop is only 45 seconds. It should really be 60 again, because DS is still 60. Yeah, I really like this killer's chase music. They've really been knocking them out of the ballpark with the terror radius and chase themes, and that's been a trend ever since, like, what, the Oni or the Hillbilly rework? I don't remember quite which came first. That's something you gotta give this game, is that its music is really good. When I heard that Pinhead was gonna be the killer for this game, I decided to finally watch Hellraiser. It's a 1987 horror movie, I believe, and it was slightly different than I expected. It kind of subverts your expectations with like how the plot moves and how the Cenobites in that movie are almost like a secondary villain. Yeah, it's really interesting. You should see the movie yourself. And hopefully we get a match soon. I think I might just play one match with Pinhead and then try to queue up against him to show how you play against him. Some people were saying that Franklin's and Hoarder were gonna be the go-to perks for this killer. I don't really think so. Franklin's maybe, because you can hit a healthy survivor who has the box and they'll drop it and then someone else will have to come get it. But Hoarder, I mean, what's the point? Hang on. I believe Hoarder tier 3, when a survivor picks up an item within 32 meters of your location, then you see their location. So tier 2, and I'm assuming tier 1 is better? That doesn't seem right. Yeah, that's really weird. So you just get a notification when they would pick up your box, for example, and I don't think that's strong at all. You're just getting a notification and they're still holding on to it. That's why I say information perks are kind of overrated in this game. Because if it's just information, it's not helping you out in chase at all, then it can't be that game changing, in my opinion. We're still on air. I always have to double check that ever since I turned off the things on the side where I can see the chat and stuff. We've already completed this Rift tier 70. So I have that clown cosmetic, which hopefully I will remember to show you. Right, so people were saying that killer queue times were really long. The survivor queue time's gonna be like instant, because that's how it was for the last 2 days. I don't know why. I mean, This is a killer-only chapter. There's no survivor, there's no new map, so you'd expect more people to be playing killer than survivor. I like this art for Pinhead that they've got. If you look at Pinhead's in-game model, he just looks like he has a baby face. Like Hellraiser 1 Pinhead puts this one to shame. In fact, judging by what I've seen, I think Hellraiser 1 Pinhead is probably the only good-looking version of him. So 2 people on our console, 2 people who are not. There's probably not going to be a survive with friends situation here. Unless it's just like 2 and 2. Which could still be bad for us. Oh yeah, you may have noticed in the top right, my rank has been replaced with a grade. There's no longer a ranking system in this game, it's a grading system. So you have like the ash grade, then bronze, then silver, then gold, then iridescent. And the different tiers within each of those. And that's basically replacing the ranking system. And they have actually activated a full-time MMR system, which hopefully improves the game a lot. Because when you get to ridiculously high MMR and you see how survivor-sided the game is, then we're actually gonna have solid proof that, like, oh, nothing but 3 killers or so can actually compete with the top of the top. There's a scourge hook right there. They took away Pinhead's voice lines. She has the box, she just picked it up. Are you really trying to solve it in my face? Darn. Watch this animation though. In terms of animations, Pinhead is like the best. Got her. There goes the chains after her. Pretty high skill and fast-paced power you got. Maybe oppression would have been better than pop here. She's solving the box, and we got a short lunge there for some reason. So we could have teleported there to stop her, but it wouldn't have mattered. We pretty much had to brute force this pallet. Hopefully no one comes back to this gen. Did I see someone here? You have to chase this knee off, or she's just gonna tap the gen. Got her. So that far one is blocked now because of our perk. Darn. Too hasty. We know that Quentin or whoever this is right here, so... Whoops. Yeah, that ability is quite easy to dodge, if you ask me. I can't go for that, I've gotta stay on this guy. Wherever he is. No scratch marks. They were delayed. You're just circling around this thing. Rough start. This might be unwinnable at this point. Because this thing's about to be done. I knew she had balance, but I was trying to hit her before she landed. It didn't work. Of course. I tried to turn for some reason. I should have just gone straight on. Our first down. 3 gens done. I don't know if this is MMR's doing or what. I think we just need to warm up. And our scourge hooks are pretty crappily placed, so gonna have to travel some distance. Let's go to main building. I still haven't finished this gen. By the way, when you go into that first person mode, you can only hold it for 6 seconds. I don't know why they made that change, because it wasn't originally like that, but it's like that now. Slightly to the left. This is just like every other ranged killer's power. They make a slight turn to the left or right, and they freaking completely get around what you were trying to do. I saw that thing somewhere over here. Darn. It sucks that you can't cancel it even though you know you've missed. Blocked. Yeah, this killer is high skill, no reward basically. You won't be seeing him at a high MMR, definitely. See, I missed him, but I couldn't cancel it. Just gonna have to brute force this. Adrenaline to put salt in the wound. Try to put it on him. Oh well. You've seen what he can do. I don't think I need to queue up again with another one of those long queue times. I'm too nervous when going for those. I keep like going to the left or right when I don't need to. Now she gets away. We might be able to get the thing. No scratch marks. That was our plaything. No, I can't get him at this point. Interesting thing, the chains actually stop you from going out if you're still attached. But I don't think it's like Victor, where if you get downed while you're chained or whatever, then it stops you from going out. Which, by the way, that's an issue they fixed apparently. Or it wasn't intentional, where Victor being on you and then you getting downed was supposed to stop you from going out. Yeah, I really needed to do this video first day when everyone was still learning him. Now he's got nothing. Yeah, just moving to the left or right and they're gone. See, look at that baby face. It's not intimidating at all. Man, you see, that was a complete black pip, at least in the ranking system's terms, and I didn't go down a grade. I don't think you can go down grades. I think you just reach there and then you stay. So even if you get, like, bottom grade people, it's not gonna make a difference, because it's MMR based now. It's not just, oh, similar ranks, even though it's still kind of random matchmaking. I was surprised that those survivors were so strong, even though the queue time was so long. Maybe that's something they've changed as well. Because before, when you had long queue times, it meant that there weren't people on or available within your specific area of rank to play with. So after a long queue time, you could expect, like, rainbow ranks, a freaking red, a purple, a yellow. That wasn't the case there. And here's the joke add-on. You get 100% bonus blood points when binding a survivor with your possessed chain, except only one additional chain will spawn instead of 2 or whatever. I really wish they'd quit making these. Like, no one wants to freaking use joke add-ons, and we don't need them to be common, because that way we're constantly having to buy them with no way around it. So that was Pinhead. Let's change to Survivor and try to see if we can go up against him. And I just got done with a bunch of Survivor adepts, so a bunch of them I can't use right now because they've got default perks on and stuff. I've got on this sweaty build right here. I am gonna be putting on counter force, because I've just been getting screwed over by killers having hexes up the entire game lately. I thought counter force was gonna be OP when it came out. It's not. I think the game environment of the time is what made me mad that this perk existed. Like, one of the few semi-consistent gen defense perks was Ruin Undying, and then they put out counter force so that you basically can't run hexes. And that's why we were mad. At this point, you've just gotta run, like, specific hexes like Plaything that actually do something, or you've got to get lucky while using hexes. There's been so many killers I've gone against, even with Survive with Friends, that have had their freaking totems up all game, and we never found them, so we were dealing with crowd control or ruin up all game. It was ridiculous. And that's after doing like 4 totems as well. It's like their last one, and it's the most hidden place in the world. But that last match went by so fast. Hopefully we can go against Pinhead this time and from the survivor perspective show you what he's like. We might not be able to see him if it's already got me at high MMR and people at high MMR aren't playing Pinhead. What MMR is going to show is that there simply aren't enough good killers in the game. Like, you could be an amazing doctor or an amazing clown all you want. They're not killers who can generate enough pressure to beat like four gens in 3 minutes, for example. Which is what you're going to be seeing a lot of. Any of y'all have proved thyself? No. Okay, cool, Pinhead's in this match. So our chain meters are building up. Oh no, you found the box. Now we've all got chain hunts on us and we've got to find where the next box spawns. There's those chains. Looks like someone just let him grab them out of a locker. I'll chill with that angry face. Can he like see the aura of it or something? Oh, he's got that pink add-on that lets him injure you with his chain ability. Now we're just screwed. No, it's gonna interrupt us every time. Caught it, solved the box. Seriously, you got it again? And someone DC'd. This is unwinnable at this point. They're like not even trying, and he's slugging. With console, you've got to back away from the pallet before you try to get the chains off, because it will make you slow vault it in his face. But look how easily I was able to break those chains because the environment. Oh, there's so many freaking chains breaking, man. Get the box! How have you barely gotten to this guy and you haven't got the box? Plaything, I knew it. And people will see this completely thrown game and say MMR doesn't work. And you're right, it won't work when people DC immediately after one down. Those people are gonna skew the whole system. I got Spine Chill, but I'm oblivious. He's not leaving that whole side. Can you please do the box? She's clueless. There he is. We can't pick our flashlight back up because we'd have to run towards him. So doing the box doesn't get rid of your DS either. Now I'm barely gonna make it to this guy, if at all. You better not miss a skill check on that hook. There's our hex right there. %20 increased totem cleansing speed. I don't feel it. That's just a sad truth. Now we can actually hear his terror radius. And it's only your first hook that plaything activates, so we don't have another one here. Okay, just stand there. There's no point. I was gonna start letting go of the skill checks anyway. Waste of a purple flashlight and these amazing add-ons because some idiot decided to DC. Yeah, you cannot have a DC and then expect to win against a guy with Rancor and freaking Engineer's Fang. I'm the only one who got over 10,000 points. These guys just weren't doing anything. It amazes me so much, like, how often people decide to get slugged next to someone who's on the hook or someone else who's slugged. It's like, just run away. Do you have any awareness? Again, this time will be different. And they still have the thing where you can't unready once you've readied. So yeah, as you might have seen in that one chase we had against Pinhead, if you just break the chains against the environment, they break instantly. So he's a killer who needs you to be like in the open or something, or where you can't break the chains on the obstacles to do well. The first chain that you break on the environment will actually spawn an additional chain to make up for the chain that broke. That's the change the devs implemented. It's not good enough though. With a few changes, Pinhead could be like a new top tier, but they're not gonna give him the changes he needs. My objectives in this game going forward will have to be getting to high MMR. Just to show you how ridiculous it is for Killer. And especially for Survivor, so I can actually get good teammates and not the guys who I was just teamed with. Because you saw when we were playing as Pinhead, they just did all the gens instantly. I guess corrupt intervention is still a necessity. Although I don't really like Coal Tower anyway. I think it's a really bad map. When you go against someone like a Nemesis who just ends up breaking all the pallets, then the whole map's a dead zone. But if you have a team that actually rushes gens, then you can't do anything as Killer. So it's a double-edged blade. No Pinhead this time. No Ruin. Flashlight save. Knockout. Did you just pick him up immediately again? I swear, we've been going against so many killers lately that aren't getting punished for like the dumbest mistakes. Like they'll pick up someone who's downed under a pallet instantly, instead of looking around to see if anyone's there. The hook was in the way. What the? Franklin's, of course. Dude, wasn't he on the other side of that freaking place? How did he get there so quick? Wow. Oh, he's not gonna break it. Wasn't there a pallet around here somewhere? Here. Why'd he do that? So he definitely could have downed me back here, but he wanted to knock the flashlight out of my hand. Back to shack. This seems like a higher MMR team. We've got this window here. Oh my gosh, into this pallet. Into another pallet. Lag. So this is a killer who's not really familiar with the map, I guess. He might DC. So this was a higher MMR team, or at least higher caliber. I literally did 5 gens while I looped the killer. I'm telling you, MMR is about to give the best of both worlds for this game. Because you're going to have actual good solo queue survivor teammates. And you're going to have good survivors to go against this killer instead of stomping people a lot of the time. And since the game is really unbalanced for killer at high level and the survivors have so much going for them, then hopefully the devs will see and they'll balance for killer. Because most of the killers in the game need a lot of stuff to get them to compete. So this guy was going for Leatherface's Adept, I guess. That's why he's using a freaking putrid oak and pink add-on. Let's try one more survivor match and see if we can get another Pinhead. If not, then hopefully I've shown enough of that one match to let you know what he's about. That slow vaulting over the pallet while you're trying to get the chains off problem is exclusive to console. Because console has like so many buttons assigned to R1, it's crazy. On PC it's just like a separate action. We could always use the X button for R1 maybe. If I wanted to change my controls to that, but I just don't know. I've been so used to the default controls, I don't think I'll ever get as familiar with a different control setup. No Pinhead. Oh well. I'm not gonna spend all day looking for one. Twins though. Probably just gonna do this in case they have hexes. Bottom of school. I need you to not be here right now. Man. I don't have time for this crap. So you didn't think I'd slide over? What the heck? Well, we know where this totem down here is. Hopefully this person's not doing it. Because I need that totem to see what the next totem is. Oh, such a dumb down. I swear the only time you go down against twins is when you're out position. Because it's literally like, injured person right here, so the killer's chasing them, right? No, they're coming out of the school where I am. And he didn't even kick Victor. There he did. Can someone come get me? Kick him. Camping the second. This is so freaking unlucky. Somebody come get me so I don't get one hooked. How the heck did he miss? Wow, it just took away his freaking kick 2 times. I wish I had that luck as twins. Just get me. Just get me. This gin jockey has killed us all. Gins before friends. That's this guy's motto. One stupid down, instant death. What is going on? We just had an insane team last match, then we got freaking garbage. $4,000 points, what the heck, man? No, I can't watch anymore. I don't know if turning off the crossplay will make killer queues any better, but I'm gonna try to play one more as Pinhead. And hopefully we have more of a chance. And because I bought the chapter, not just the character with cells, and I got the lament configuration charm. Nice little detail. And he already has 2 cosmetics. One of them I like, one of them not so much. This one, it looks cool and all, but his baby face just ruins it. Plus, it doesn't really look like something that Pinhead would wear. I mean, I guess because he's wearing his default stuff all the time, right? Then you've got the Chatterer, who actually does click his teeth together and whenever he teleports to someone or something. But his outfit just looks kind of weird. Let's try to get a purple perk or something. We're not using Scourge Hook, I don't think. It's probably not worth it. We'll keep Plaything on. Pinhead looks kind of weird too. Like he doesn't have that triangle shape up top like men have. You know how women have like hourglass shapes and men have triangle shaped chests or whatever. Well, he has like nothing, he's just like a line with limbs attached. That's another reason he looks weird. And he might also look weird because he has this thing at the back, which I haven't seen yet in the movies, probably because I wasn't paying attention in the first one. But I thought his pins went all the way around his head. I also didn't notice this right here. Was this in the movies? Where he's got like tools hanging from a freaking string through his belly? Oh yeah, I might have cut myself off earlier. He doesn't say his lines anymore. He did in the player test build where whenever he... Let's just put this on. Whenever he teleports to someone, he says, "You open the box, and I came." He doesn't say that anymore. They took his voice lines away. And he also doesn't say, "We'll tear your soul apart," or whatever when he does Mori, which I might be able to show this time. The physics on his little, not dress, whatever this is, this undercloak or something, this bottom cloak. It like only has physics at the bottom, the rest is just stiff all the way up. But I guess that would wreak havoc if it was all the way up here and it was... Yeah, you see I've already got 8 bent nails compared to all the other add-ons I've gotten. I hate freaking joke add-ons because they're everywhere in the blood web and you never want to use them ever. But you're forced to get them in the blood web because they're common and you have to buy them in order to buy the thing that's past it or whatever. Are there any of these add-ons that look interesting? Okay, good, we finally got a lobby. I'm so glad I got this Killer's Adept last night. Because with the MMR I've been seeing today, it would have been impossible. Oh, this add-on actually shows you where the lament configuration is. Picking it up deactivates chain hunts. And you gain undetectable for 12 seconds after you pick it up. It's probably not worth it. Maximum casting range might be nice. Yeah, the maximum travel distance of the chains, this was the add-on that this one and the casting range add-ons, they might be kind of useless, all things considered. Because it's like Deathslinger where you hit someone from like super far away, but you don't get anything for it unless you commit to them. There's another add-on of Pinheads that like gives you the deep wound if you break free from one of his chains. That might be the same one as the whatchamacallit Fang that we saw when we went against him earlier. But yeah, with the game in a better state, I'm hoping I can get back to uploading. And it might be tough going through college and having a job and then having to do homework, but I'll find some time to do that stuff. Got her. I aimed up for some reason. Took away my hit. Rollback on freaking pallet stones was a terrible design decision. Now she gets to keep running if she's smart. Yeah. I heard that. Is that the grass or is that the lament configuration? Ah, almost. Tried to do that while the chains were on her. And she's healed. Still missed. I was hitting them pretty consistently last night. It's like spawning them in a bad spot too. Just gotta lay off his ability. Because if I keep trying to go for it, it's gonna ruin this game for me. Got her. There's another pallet there. His lunge is also super messed up looking, it's pretty confusing. Just let him do it because it's gonna take my chain out of the way anyway. That's not even confirmed whenever you go into your ability. You're getting slowed down for nothing. She still got it because of rollback. This is a freaking dream. How long is that sprint burst of hers? And I thought I hit that. Now he's at Killer Shack. Or this gen anyway. I can't. Where did they all run to? Now you need to put it like on them. Good, we got that. Now we have basement. I'm gonna go around this way just in case someone's waiting at the pallet. Oh my god, there were scratch marks there. Two or three gens in, we've got Hex Plaything finally. Dang. It's not turning enough. That's the problem. If they're gonna have such a disorienting ability, I think they should have the turn add-ons by default. They might complete this in my face. Took away my grab. And he gets it for free. And now I'm not there to defend basement. Already on this gen. Are you just gonna use the pallet out? Can't hear her. There's a cooldown on it too. This Philly is rough. He's gonna throw this chase just to use DS, I bet. He wouldn't have DS if he did that. You shouldn't use Dead Hard if you have DS anyway, but he did and he got away with it. This is screwed up. Now I've got to go all the way to the other side again. And they're all healed. Please let me teleport over there somewhere. Box spawned. Yeah, you can't turn enough. This is a decent 3-gen at best. I can use this as scout too. Someone's coming over there. Magic disappearing scratch marks. I see you. Sprint burst. Waste more time than you save, even if I did hit them. No, it's pointless. Are they over there? On that gen too. Holding forward before I even get there. I'm surprised that hit. What? That's lucky. First hook. Either they hit the skill checks or no one's on those. What in the world? Sprint burst again? No. Robbed. I can't give up this hook for free, I need something. Move slightly to the left or right and completely dodge it. I wanted to try to see if I could see the guys in Killer Shack. They're not in Killer Shack. I thought I just hit someone. No, I could see myself, but I couldn't hit the survivors. Where are these guys? I don't even want to kick it yet. Waste my oppression. Couldn't see anyone. They're running before I even get to them. Move slightly to the left, dodge completely. Running way before I even get there. They're on that other gym too. Let me swing! Come on, man. The cooldown was so brutal. I need pop, really. I can't. Make her waste time dodging. That's what I need to be doing. Let's see how close this gen is. Nothing. So we've got to go to the other one. For all we know, they could be finishing at any second now. They're not there. They're holding onto the box so I don't get my ability. Barely missed. Healed already. Sprint burst. She can't have DS, man. She just can't. Why aren't these guys doing anything? This is like low MMR. Maybe I get one hit on her. Not even. Deathslinger all over again. You shoot, you don't get anything. Or Trickster even. Use pop now because we might not be able to later. Did you save your DS or something? That was weird. We might have a chance. Or are they just waiting for someone to die so they can get a key escape? There's no hatch offering. Oh, here they are. Screwed up lunge, robbed me of the hit. Pop was only 40 seconds, so now I don't even get anything. Oh my god, please hurry. Robbed me. Oh my god, it gave me the freaking grab. I tried to teleport. What is going on? They're not there. If I see scratch marks, I'll chase. If I don't, I just go back. They can do that one. I don't really care. I just have to stop this one. It's way more progressed. Oh, for God's sake, now the phone. See, that would have been a nice shot, but still wouldn't have got anything for it. You have to be like on them and then immediately hit them in order for it to work, I swear. Direct hit. No adrenaline, please. Why couldn't I get through that? What the heck was that? Here's hatch. I stood so far back. Got him. Pinhead can break his own chains by walking through them, by the way. This chase is going on so long. I've hit him with my power successfully 3 times. The guy should be down. I think I'm gonna slug for the 4. If he has Unbreakable, nothing I could do. Oh, the gate was right here, so... She might be at this one. Yep. Yeah, if this girl wasn't on this team, we would have lost, I'm sure. Because she took a long time to do that gen. And she seemed to just be running away every time. Come on, game. Getting ran around a single object. My gen defense perks made this match interesting. Without them, it would have been over so soon. He gets it. Wow, I freaking closed it. Well, we didn't get to see the Mori because I wasn't thinking. But that's pretty much a 4K, even though the game said it wasn't because a random door spawns. He actually had any means necessary. That's some nice originality. This guy had small game. Hope. That was actually the mag with the hope, so. And adrenaline. And sprint burst and fixated. I'm gonna say GG. Because that wasn't domination of the survivors over me, because that's how the first match we did with Pinhead went. This guy's genuine. That's not often that you get survivors saying GG to you. It's usually like easy or trash tunneler or blah blah blah. It's gonna take the fang away from me. Okay, well I guess that just about sums up the Hellraiser chapter. I think I'm gonna end the video here. So this is Daniel Master 87 signing out.